Hi all, welcome back to my channel and happy holiday season to you. I'm here to do a reading for us, and the energy that I'm kind of picking up on, at least personally, and I think probably in the collective of people here, is frustrated a little bit and feeling blocked to some degree, and maybe having trouble. For me, it's often a challenge of, it's not that I don't understand that I have blessings, it's just that I am frustrated with what's missing and what has yet to arrive that I've been working so hard for. So it's not like I'm naive to the concept of practicing gratitude as a way to get further in your own aims, but it's not easy at times when you feel blocked and that things are stacked against you. And the perfect example from my life is that I started a GoFundMe because going out and on my own in my business has been a really huge leap of faith to make at middle age. And I wanted, this is the only time I've ever done a personal fundraiser, and I feel like it's a fairly modest one that's mainly a professional goal, and for me to get a little bit of sun while doing the professional work in late winter this coming year. And what I'm noticing so far, and granted this is where my illusion comes in and where I need to refocus my thoughts, but this is what's been happening for me, is that here it is, these are like the 6 or 7 women that always are supporting one another in endeavors like this, and where are the men? Like, where are the guys that I still maintain some type of communication with online that, I've gone to their shows, I've celebrated their successes, I've supported their life changes, I've supported them through their creative efforts and going to shows and paying the cover and following bands to other cities to help them feel, and most of those people are guys. And it makes me feel this hackles up before I've even really had a chance to let this campaign do its work, right? Like, I just started the campaign, so I'm already in this defensive stance almost of like, where are the men in my life? And it's like, well, just cool your heels, slow down, breathe. You've only launched this campaign 3 days ago. Don't indict the men in your life because you're frustrated that they don't value women's work. Men don't value, that's like this big global like legacy burden that's coming into my lens or my frame of reference that's not even necessarily in play. So it might be kind of something to do with that, right? Like feeling a little bit thwarted or unappreciated or blocked and not really knowing how to move forward. That's definitely the energy that has been in play for me this morning. And personally, the way I've been coping is like, well, just let it go and focus on you and do your work. Focus on what you can control. Keep doing your work. Keep designing your handouts and your exhibits, posters, and making your plan about how you want to show up in the space when you're there, and manifesting basically, and focusing on the people that did support my campaign in incredibly generous ways. Like, the donations were generous, they weren't small, and any donation is generous to a campaign like this. So it's important that I recognize that, right, and refocus on the people that do support me and stop worrying about where are the other people that some inner part of me feels should be supporting me, and for whatever reason I don't see it right now. It's a little much, right? Like, it's not for me to determine who's going to make a donation to me. It's funny that your mind can go down these rabbit holes. So what are we feeling blocked about? What are the oh, and plus, this is a time of year where people are often broke. So who has to give right now to somebody's professional campaign, right? That's the other thing. It's like all those other factors that we might not be able to incorporate into our understanding, or at least having challenges with, right? What should we know about it? And please ignore my messed up nail polish. I'm going to give myself another manicure today, but I didn't feel like doing it before the reading, so you're getting my chip nails version. So the ace, or no, sorry, it's the Justice card at the bottom of the deck. So there's that beauty right there. I love it. Okay. Yeah, really similar themes. I shuffled this deck a lot and smudged before, and a lot of the same cards are coming out. So it's a theme for other people, not just me, and that's why the energy is so strong for me, why I'm picking it up so strongly. And the cornerstone card is the Strength card, which represents me, but it represents the energy that we're talking about here. The angel, or the lamb laying down with the lion, or the angel taming the beast within, right? Beauty and the Beast is kind of an image that's coming through, but this is on a personal level, right? This is inner strength. It's the strength to tame your more rageful or violent impulses, for example, or your desire to pop off at someone when you recognize that's probably not a good idea because I don't have any idea what's going on for them. And before I make an assumption, I'm going to calm myself down. That's that kind of energy. And we're good at it. We're good at doing this. It's the cornerstone card here. We may have been walking away from things that no longer served us and from a place of wisdom, right? I don't know, though. We're going to pull some clarifiers here because I'm not sure why there's this sorrowful walking away with all these other empowered cards like Strength, the Emperor, and the Ten of Cups. It might get revealed here as we go, so let me just keep going. Our vulnerability is who we're working with. We're looking for our community. We're looking for our collaborators, and we're feeling like they're not out there. That's for sure true for me this morning. I had to really work hard to keep reminding myself. A bunch of people made really generous donations to your campaign. Pay attention to that. Stop focusing on the people who haven't. Like, that's a weird mindset, right? It's not a healthy mindset. And that's the vulnerability that we're in, is that that's mine, but yours may be like, where are my people? Why am I doing all this alone? Like, where are my collaborative relationships? Is kind of the vulnerability. Hey, well, you better watch out. I don't want you, you're going to mess this all up. I'm sorry. King of Pentacles is at the center of the reading. So it's a concern, along with this Emperor card, about the material realm that we're in, and our sense of not just security, but power, feeling empowered. There's a big no, Joey, I'm sorry, I don't want you up here right now. Sorry, my cat's distracting me. This sense of like power being thwarted, or this, I could see this being like a king wanting to negotiate with another power player and feeling thwarted by the power player. Like, maybe you want to negotiate with someone that's got more power than you, and it's thwarting you for some reason. The interesting thing, though, is that the facts are the Ten of Cups. So there is an abundance here of love, and that was true for me in that campaign. I was getting a lot of love, but I wasn't seeing it. Oh my God, and Bell Hooks talks about that feminine love there's an abundance of it in the world. It's masculine love that the world is thirsty for right now, at least in Western overculture. It's a commodity that feels in short supply in society. And so this dynamic gets created of the undervaluing of women and women's love and women's work, and the extremely prized possession of a man's love, right? Like, it's coming into play here in a way for us in this collective. And it's interesting. That's where some of this sorrowful walking away has come in the realm of the heart, but also this joyful abundance. It's really juxtaposed here. So we're going to have to be maybe taming some of our wilder inner natures to get the answers we seek. The strength position is that we are in a phase of energetic exchange and communication creatively from the fire element. I'm confused. This is a very mixed reading with lots, it's like extremes. And so that might be reflected in the cosmology right now. The devil on your shoulder is wanting you to take maybe a little bit of a naive approach. And the angel on your shoulder is telling you to guard your resources and protect yourself. This is a wild reading. I just got to say, the longer and the more it unfolds, the more interesting and confusing it is, because there's a lot of creative fire and collaborative potential here, and also a lot of anxiety about being disempowered or feeling disempowered and walking away in the midst of all this joyful, loving collaboration and Page of Cups energy in a devil position. So it's just confusing. What is happening here? I'm actually going to do this now. I'm going to add another deck and just clarify with some other cards. We'll see here, especially this can you clarify this for us, Spirit? I haven't really done this before with tarot, but I'm feeling guided to do it right now, which is like do another layout exactly like this one right over it and see what are the other cards that come out from tarot. We've had to really tame some inner impulse here and appeal to our better angels within, right? The facts are that there's a lot of reason to celebrate. Like every joyful, beautiful thing is here. It's present. It's fact. So the confusion is here, though. Why the confusion? I'm confused. What's going on, Spirit? There's good news coming for us about new victories and new collaborations and fresh young energy. It's a fresh young energy, an infusion of positivity that's needed here in this energy. There's something that happened in the past here that caused a severing of something that felt very beautiful and joyful. It caused us to go within. We're the ones here in this reading. It caused us to go within over something that we thought was going to be extremely joyful, or about what we want out of life and out of joy. There may have been something that happened in this relationship, because now we have two major power players in masculine energy, the Hierophant and the Emperor. And so what I'm getting is that there might have been some kind of triangle here, especially with this abundance card, where there was the potential for a lot of happiness, but some kind of a triangle took place with two masculines, like really powerful, a Hierophant and an Emperor. And it caused a very deep going within about what truly is going to bring happiness to you or to us. I'm not exactly sure where we are in this layout. I kind of think that us are the ones that were impacted by this triangle here. But let's just keep going, because this triangle or this change that forced us to go deep within created a major turning over and a death to the old way of who we were going to work with and who we were going to collaborate with and who we were going to be. It's so interesting here, because here's this Page of Cups. In the Devil position, it's clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Here, this King of Pentacles is being clarified by the Page of Cups. So what I'm seeing is that there's about to be like a revisiting of this entire situation from two of the players. And it's going to be hard for you to trust, because this hurt you in the past. There was a very painful walking away. And now this person is returning, or somebody in the equation is returning with a new approach, right? With a young energy, with a new offer. it's going to create like a judgment day for you. You're not going to feel sure that you can trust it. It's somebody that's wanting to come in with all this love, because the Ten of Cups was echoed here and here, right? So I love how it's kind of coming together. Something really epic is happening in this dynamic, and we're only picking up that frustrated, blocked energy is like one tiny particle of this entire experience that's going on. So that's what's coming out. It's important to know that. This mindset that you're in of like, I need to be practical right now and guard my own resources and build for myself after this big blow to my, there's a before and after, there's no going back kind of thing between this triangle with these powerful men or masculine figures. It doesn't have to be, gender is fluid, and please assign the gender as you see fit in your own life here. But it's masculine energy, and powerful masculine energy does in some ways defy the gender binary, because that's the world we live in. We live in a patriarchal world. Okay, so, but there's some kind of judgment day coming. It's going to be hard for you to not see it as devilish or as a temptation that maybe shouldn't be, that's too good to be true, or that shouldn't be trusted, right? It's coming in, this good news or this desire to communicate or this love offer or something. So it's going to shift this energy out of this blocked, wounded, protective, I'm going within and finding my own happiness after this major heartbreak or disappointment or triangular situation here with these powerful masculine energies. There's new positive energy coming in. So it's going to shift whatever frustration or blocked vibes we're feeling. So now let's go and see if this will give us like I'm kind of curious about getting maybe like a point in time that might clarify this a little bit for us, like what this is talking about, but I need to get the Fool card out. And I don't know what it looks like in this deck because I'm new to Frank's deck here. So bear with me while I find the Fool card. And I hope you're feeling supported this holiday season. I know the holidays can be kind of rough on folks. I've certainly had my own merry-go-round with the holidays in my life. This year I feel sort of at peace for once, which is nice, just because I've done a lot of healing. So they don't bring up so much pain anymore. And I've had fun holidays in my past, so I know they're possible, right? I know someday I'll have fun holiday seasons again. This one's just kind of feeling neutral to me, other than today with this blocked energy, right? God, where is the Fool card? I hope I didn't pass it. I did. I passed it, and so I'm not going to do it with this deck because it's going to take too much time and studying of looking at the cards. To figure out which one it is. So we're going to do this. Spirit, can we get a little bit more information about where we are in this process of time? What was the masculine, what were these two powerful masculine energies causing a triangle? What's going on? Why was there a triangle? Who are the players and what is happening? What caused this, or what else should we know about this dynamic for this point in time? There's information coming in, but we'll see what else Tarot maybe wants to say about it. What should we know, Spirit, about this current linear time frame that we're in? What should we understand about what we're currently experiencing? Well, it's kind of not going to reveal a lot. It's just a little bit more clarification on what we already know, it looks like. Oops. So, there was some communication or energy exchange recently that created a little bit of emotional confusion, and it put you into a spiritual suspension where you were almost like, it's that frustrated energy of feeling blocked, like you can't move forward. People don't typically like to be in hanged man energy, in spite of the fact that it forms you into a diamond, right? It empowers you and strengthens you to go through a process like this, but it's not something that feels good. And so whatever this positivity and flowing creative energy that was happening, likely some type of back and forth or communication or optimism of creation, went into a moody, uncertain, suspended place. From that, you came out of it feeling more empowered on your own and independent and generating your harvest out of a very difficult period of uncertainty where you went deep into the realm of the emotions and the subconscious. You did a lot of spiritual healing to reach a place of, okay, I'm good on my own again. I'm okay. And I have, I'm generating my new reality. I'm doing the work that it's going to take to start new. And now here we are in time, and we're in this doubt and confusion a little bit, like, where's my support? Am I gonna just have to keep going without, these are the doubts of the mind, the Nine of Swords, and it can be self-inflicted cruelty on yourself, like, how could I have been so dumb, or like, why did I, it's a little bit harsh, it's hard on you, and it's worrisome, and it's often based not so much in reality. But you're feeling like you want to shield yourself from ever going back to some type of confusion like this and dark night of the soul type process. You're very determined not to go back there. And you're even working hard to try to challenge and cut, shield yourself from your own thoughts even a little bit. You're wanting to come into healthy collaborative energy, like it was saying in the last layout, where the energy is headed. It's heading in that direction. You've done a lot of hard work to manage your own thoughts, plus cut cords with illusory things of the past that didn't work for you. You're succeeding in entering this new period of fiery, excited, creative collaboration and a threshold of clarity and magic. It's really, really exciting. Clarity is what's been eluding us. The clarity is coming. So that alone is worth doing this layout. To know that our clarity is coming. The confusion about all of this is not going to keep following us into the new life. Our clarity is coming. It's about here. These are, we just have to manage our thoughts right now and know that our new collaborative, creative stuff and clear insight is coming. We're generating it. It's going to be something magic. It's going to be something really empowering where we have all the tools that we need to do what we want and can create what we want. We're coming in from the cold, and we're from a strong, empowered place right back to the beginning. This was the very first card in the cornerstone in the very first layout, the Strength card. So we're being asked to tame our inner lion right now of our worries and our anger and sorrows and whatever comes baggage from the past. Release it, let it go, and maintain our strength, because all this is coming. So, and it's also interesting because I sort of tried to put a linear parameter on this. And with this card being in kind of the more distant future now, it's like saying, no, we're going to bring it back full circle. Time is cyclical. It is not linear. So we're coming back around an experience like this of doubt and confusion and worried maybe we're going to lose hope, or was this all for nothing? Don't worry. This is very temporary, and we're stepping into this new clear, coming in out of the cold with all our tools, clarity, creation, right? It's really lovely. It didn't reveal a lot about that Emperor triangle, but just know that that's in play for someone out there. So now what? Let's pull. No, I'm not going to do that quite yet. I'm actually going to pull to see if we can get some clarity. on any of the circumstances here. Who's the main significator I use in this deck when I don't want to be married to the... I'm just going to use the main female, and I'll be the stand-in for us. So let's find out what are some specifics, if this Kipper deck will show us anymore. What was the issue? What was the challenge around this power triangle, around spirituality, ruler, collaborative energy, feeling blocked, feeling doubtful? What's going on? What's happening in our mundane world that's creating all of these questions in us? It's another triangle. There's a triangle showing up here because we've got the good gentleman and the good lady here. They're typically a couple, and then you. And so there may have been some kind of, and it's interesting, it's just showing the power players. Like, they felt more powerful than you in this equation, I think, which is why it was coming out that you were in that Hermit energy and 10 of Cups. You maybe got embroiled in a triangle somehow. He's really in his thoughts about this relationship, whoever this is. You might be picking up on some of this energy, and that's not yours, but you're feeling it, and that's maybe why the irritation or the feeling of being blocked. And right immediately around you is this other party, third party, and a work situation. So it could have been something that happened at work where there was some kind of a love triangle, or a triangle of power at work that made you feel disempowered and you were caught in the middle in some way. It could be love, but it doesn't have to be, because there weren't a ton of Cups cards. There were 10 of Cups and 8 of Cups, but there were also a lot of other like creative and Wands cards. So it doesn't have to be love. You may have felt pushed out of a project or pushed out of a family dynamic, and now you're feeling blocked and thwarted from your success creatively or in business, right? What's really happening is that you're about to win some kind of a judgment or an official. Don't worry, whatever blocks you're feeling that might have even been in your material world, you're about to receive some really good news, like unexpected money from an official person in court. This is the past. So this person was maybe the power player that was keeping you in some sort of triangle that felt beneficial to him, right? Where things are headed, though, is that there's some sort of process that this person's going to have to go through that might yield you some abundance. An official person is involved here. So I hope that's at least maybe some clarifier for you, or confirmation about what's happening. It looks like a triangle has been in play, and triangles are tense, and that might be why you're feeling blocked or disempowered, is because there's an uneven distribution of power or knowledge or understanding in the equation, and it had you feeling on the outs, kind of. What else should we know about it? What else is important to know at this point? There's young, fresh energy coming in. With those Wands energy, they'll be welcome. Collaborative offers. Somebody's going to come in and make you an offer. I don't know if it's going to be that good gentleman. He was in your future position. But there was also a military or other official person that was involved that might be the one that's going to make the offer. It's hard to say. And that could be the triangle. The triangle could be showing up in multiple ways here for multiple people listening. What should we know, though? What's important for us to know? That's who we're concerned with right now. Sing to clear your throat chakra and lift your spirit. So that's one thing I decided to do, is like, you love doing readings. It helps you feel empowered at a time where you don't have a lot of resources to speak of. So that's what I did, and it's helping. I feel a little bit better. What else? Medicine of laughter. Do some things to take your mind off it, and things that you know will bring laughter, like calling up your friend who's got a really good sense of humor, or watching a movie, or just doing something that will bring the levity and the medicine of laughter to you right now. It will help break up that Nine of Swords, worried thoughts energy. How does your inner warrior perceive surrender? That's that strength card. So that's taming your inner lion and laying down with the lamb, right? Surrendering those sort of fiery, frustrated, angry thoughts and wounds in the mind, and just surrender. Find a way to laugh, let it go. It's not that deep, or it's not that serious, right? There's new energy coming in. Just hang on. What else? Be tender with your inner child while you're waiting. Do your inner work if you have to about balancing masculine and feminine. That came up in those triangles because there were really powerful masculine energies, and then there were feminine energies in play also that felt more empowered than you maybe. So do some inner work around remembering, we're all on a journey with this if we're serious about our growth, right? Know your mind and know your intent. So that's great. It's an opportunity, as frustrating as it feels. This stillness energy or blocked energy is an opportunity to just hone your skill even more, challenge your negative thoughts even more, look at your overdrawn bank account until it no longer causes the panic in you. Just stare at it until you know that it's all an illusion. You can laugh at it. It's all going to go away. Money is energy. It's not real. It can feel very real when you're being evicted or when you have none of it and you're going hungry. But it's also something that you can shift very easily once you understand how to manage energy. And this is an opportunity to keep managing your energy. And that's what I'll take away from it as well, is that today's a day that I just have to keep managing my energy, try to find the humor in it where I can, and know that better things are on the horizon. They're in the immediate future. It doesn't look like it's too long to wait before you're getting clarity, levity, excitement, the tools that you need to move forward again. So I hope that's helpful. I'm sending you good vibes and love for the holiday season, and I'll see you next time.